It was a dark and stormy night, and Sarah was walking home from her friend's house. She was alone and feeling nervous, but she tried to reassure herself that it was just her imagination. Suddenly, she heard footsteps behind her, getting closer and closer. She turned around, but no one was there. As she continued walking, the footsteps persisted. Sarah began to walk faster, her heart pounding in her chest. She tried to ignore the sounds behind her, but they grew louder and more insistent. Finally, Sarah saw a figure emerge from the shadows. It was a man, tall and menacing, with a twisted grin on his face. He began to chase her, and Sarah ran as fast as she could. She stumbled and fell, but quickly got up and kept running. The man was getting closer, and Sarah knew she had to do something. She turned around and screamed, hoping someone would hear her. But the man was relentless, and he was gaining on her. Just as she thought he was about to catch her, Sarah spotted a police car in the distance. She ran towards it, screaming for help. The man disappeared into the night, and Sarah collapsed into the arms of the police officer. The officer took her home and assured her that she was safe. But Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that the man was still out there, watching her every move. She couldn't sleep that night, and for days afterward, she felt as though she was being followed. Years went by, and Sarah tried to forget about the incident. But every time she walked alone at night, she felt a cold shiver run down her spine. She never forgot the sound of those footsteps, or the twisted grin on the man's face. Then one day, she received a letter in the mail. It was from the man who had chased her all those years ago. He wrote about how he had been watching her all these years, waiting for the right moment to strike. Sarah was terrified. She called the police, but they couldn't find any trace of the man. He had disappeared once again, leaving Sarah to wonder if he was still out there, waiting to make his move.